role player, bro.
And that's really
Okay,
all you
EG
could ask for in a situation like this.
on
G2
defense,
the attacking
G2
side.
on attack.
Evil Geniuses in their
And
first
G2
match.
are just chilling
Kick off
out,
with an
just waiting to
opportunity
see what goes down first.
to silence
They
some
know that a
units
lot
on the
of time
block.
people are doing
Remember,
aggro
G2
pistols at the moment.
joining the fun as the 2023 Ascension winners. Running this early
And
comp
we get
on Sunset. You've got that Viper
the
wall
duelist-
splitting the site in half.
Duelist Cypher
Dart
controlling
already
middle.
Not much else going on for EG so far.
We got
Absolutely.
one,
This is something you're
Odin,
gonna see a lot in this
Odin.
matchup
And
right now,
even
is
though mid
EG
was smoked off,
fighting for this A
Apoff just
control,
held
keeping the fake
pretty
there.
strong.
Recycling utility, having the breach
And here we
stuns
go,
there.
Cypher, first contact.
Looks like Apoph's gonna get first contact here in mid.
Oh, that's a nice bait. Nice
I mean,
stun off this
instantly
as
right
well.
on cue, that fault line out from Nature
Apoff, no swing on this.
to
Doesn't
challenge
wanna.
that fight, set
The
his
fact he
teammate up.
doesn't swing,
You already
they might
see,
not
you
think
were
he's
just talking
close.
about the reusable utility. That's already a factor in this situation.
Absolutely. G2 now, understanding that they baited out the breach stun, they can go for the hit now.
Yeah.
Very important.
Yeah, they have a little time window here in which they could do that. They're
Chat, I
refreshing
can
up the
turn it up a
smokes
bit,
already,
right?
And then you've got the
Beautiful.
trip and the cam on the other side.
Poison's on.
But Net baiting out the rotations from EG, and that causes the mid push here.
30 seconds left.
B's completely open, Doug.
They should know that that's a case here, too.
Yeah,
You see the
the
drone
Cypher
clearing out the
luck
trip, they
starts
start to
in.
wake their way
It's
out
a Cypher
onto the
on
site, the
Viper
spike
luck.
planted, and you already
and
see
we
some hesitation
already
and some concern on the
have
flank
full
that could
site
be coming.
control.
You've got Apoth who's sitting just on the other side to spawn. Two members from G2.
And yeah, these two are
concerned
patient.
and ready. You've got a trip to deal with as well. The Haunt's going to come up over the top. And now Eva Genius is sort of creeping their way out onto the
Yeah,
site.
unlucky
Trent
timing on
catches
that
the
one.
timing.
Lovely stun.
Oh, perfectly. Wow.
Oh.
Leaf gets another one.
I mean,
How
you
get
think
away
he should have
kills
gone
like that
down
when
there.
you're stunned, but either way, numbers advantage in favor of G2. A 4v3 as the spike ticks away. Valen gets two massive kills. Superman falls. G2 get the pistol.
Okay,
Clean
very,
post plant from
very
G2,
convincing.
good
Yeah, the
awareness of
post
that
bomb looked
lurk.
good.
I don't know if that's prep or just previous scrims, but being aware that Apoth likes to go for that late flank. Perfect from Trent
Derek
there,
using the
getting
100 feet
off
pistol.
guard.
Oh, I mean, they
That's
were
so
so
funny.
ready for it, too. It wasn't just Trent. Yeah, it wasn't just Trent who was sitting there watching. You saw Valen was looking back for a little bit, expecting that flank, and they read it perfectly. So, an excellent start for G2. They burned the clock a little bit. They baited out a lot of utility and then decided where they wanted to strike.
But look at this, Doug. This is looking like a trap play
Okay.
on the B main.
Full
Omen flash,
classic.
breach stun off
We have a
contact.
camera, and we
We
are
saw
gonna
this yesterday.
Oh, there it is.
Stun.
The cam
The
should
likes of
spot.
LG.
Omen flash, nade at
Set
the
it
back,
just right.
push
They've got the
in,
nade that's gonna push that
and
12.
not
Jongmo
too
does
bad.
get a
They
little bit of
nearly
damage,
took
trying to
down
find some
quite a
value.
few of them.
Nature still playing here.
Leaf sitting on 13 HP and Valen sitting on 48 HP.
I mean, the setup
Yeah,
was
I like
brutal
that.
to deal with. Ultimately, they were able to navigate their way through the gun advantage.
Ambitious. I think on an
Thrown
eco,
out,
I think this
Superman
is
has to take
good.
a slight step back.
You had a
Derek rotating over.
yeah, you had an ISO vulnerable in there. That's 3
Not trying to
kills.
cut any corners is G2. They don't want to
Honestly, a
lose any
Fade
more guns into
Tether,
this round, Doug.
that's also probably 3 kills. That would actually
Yeah,
work
all
with
the
their
info
comms
now.
that they have.
Fade in spawn. Bomb's going down right now.
Oh, wasn't even a double face.
Dude, they're
I thought there'd
doing
be a little
great
help over the
damage.
top,
It-
Derek did
damn.
some damage.
It got
JP
real
avoids
close.
disaster.
And that's a W round right here from EG.
Yeah, that is a
They drop
huge
over.
round.
Yeah.
The
Beautiful.
classic,
Vandal save
the full
from
classic,
from Jonah
the full
Fido.
classic ecos are like making teams
Full
have to
buy.
think a little bit more about their
Coming in from
ecos to
both
try and do
teams,
damage
and
instead
something
of
you don't
like
really see often,
sheriff
Doug.
one shots and everyone just one
No
taps.
bonus round here from G2. Often
And
they
we're
just
seeing
go
some cool
straight
stuff.
away.
Seeing some really good little plays.
Yeah, replay one more time. As Jonah P managed to save what could have been a rough start to things, all things considered. Back
Yes,
into the
sir.
action. You see no ults really online anytime soon. You mentioned the full buy on both sides. Light armor
Smoke
for everyone on the side of G2
Goes
here.
up,
And this is a
Prowler
big-
goes
I mean,
over
yeah, they have
towards
to
A.
invest
They
'cause
realize
lost
that
so
close
many,
A
but
is
they've
clear.
got Bulldogs, they've
And I
got
think the
Vandals.
fade over towards
Go
A
the whole
makes a
way.
lot of
Very dangerous
sense.
round.
You can just
Is
all the
EG
time get
aware?
information
That is
for
the
this.
question. Are they aware of the full buy? Or are they thinking there's just one Vandal on the board for G2?
Yeah, and they're gonna take this timing.
Early haunt out from Derek.
Good spam.
Yeah, the first piece of
Wow,
resistance.
he's unlucky to not get more for that spam there.
Here comes the info.
Quarked, thank you so much for the 11 months,
Dog
mate.
catching on the one, the fade away onto Trend as he has utility
Yeah, it's
caught
a little
out.
bit unlucky.
And
He-
leaves there to
I felt like he
punish.
did,
They've
like he did
established
good,
control
and he
on
got a
that
little
low.
bit unlucky. They didn't get more
EG now scrambling to try to get back towards
to
A.
begin with.
They just cut noise, Doug. Getting a raise rocket. This could be huge into this round. Re-aggro coming here from EG onto this elbow area.
I mean, a bonus here would be a dream start for G2.
But this is huge here, Doug.
Showstopper invested, clearing every little angle he can. No resistance will be found. And this spike is
Straight
still
up
not
free
out.
site. Let's see what their after plans are like. Person who's holding all of this has to go into side as well. Yeah, looks like they want to go aggro. Recon through the smoke. They got no flashes on this comp, so. Lovely from Leaf.
That should be it unless Apoth can pull off a miracle. Ned and Leaf both weak, so it's not out of the realms of possible. But Ned saves it. G2 with a
close one.
massive 3-round lead early on.
Definitely a close one. Shout out to
Very,
Leaf
very
getting the
doable,
double kill back of sight there.
nevertheless,
This felt like a
G2
big changer.
Looking great. They understood from
It's
that
a savage start for
utility
EG.
onto elbow, that
New
breach
players, a little bit of nerves.
that they were
Lose
gonna leave
pistol,
the
lose your
site. And Leaf
fast buy.
looking really good at the start of
Yeah,
this game
it's-
so far.
It's
And, you know,
not,
there was a lot
not
of
the dream
conversation
start.
last time we saw this team play about, does Leaf feel comfortable?
Yeah.
Is he going to be slotting into this roster well? Because it wasn't the Leaf that we expected, or at least have
Absolutely.
grown to know. This feels much more like the Leaf we saw last year.
And you know what is so dangerous about this G2 roster is I feel like they didn't have Trent online. They didn't have Leaf online for their last matchup against Crew. And
That's
they
nice
still
though.
won,
I do feel
beating
like
a Kesnet who
this,
was going
again, this
absolutely
over
Super
towards
Saiyan mode
A.
on them. So if these guys
I really like the Viper,
play even
mainly
half
just
of how
because
they
of
normally
this, to
play,
be honest. It's
just
so
gonna
good
be
at
a very
creating
hard
pressure
game
over
and
towards
uphill
A.
battle for EG.
That Hill's already 3 rounds high with the potential.
It
for
doesn't
more
feel
EG
like
to buy.
as
For the
must have
defensive
as
side, it's
binds,
just
but
pistols.
it's still just so
Don't
nice
have
to know
nearly as
that
much firepower on the
two
other side of
people
this.
have to hold, and all you have to do
I
is
wanna
like
point out how
clear them off this
cautious
angle.
G2 is on these eco rounds. They're really trying not to get ecoed. It's so important because
You think that's
getting
better
ecoed in a
than
game like
Viper
this just
smoking
ruins
top
all
mid on one
momentum,
of the
ruins the
sides?
economy, and it's not a good
Yeah, I
feeling for you in
think
game.
so. I do like the
It looks like
Viper
they're ready for
smoke that
every
you can
single
kind of leak
piece of
out a bit.
aggression that EG
I think that one
has
can be
been
good
throwing their way
to
so
block
far.
vision
And it feels
on
like
both
such
of
a
these.
testament to Valen and his
but-
calling style. There were interviews last week about how
I
it
do
feels
think
like
that
he's
if I was
micromanaging
anteing a
every
team though,
single
I would
chess piece
always
on the
just be
board.
like,
And you see how that discipline.
just check all the numbers and see if anyone actually lurks through, because I don't think they actually have lurked through it. But they look kind of better on their ecos here. This is a big duel.
Not able to convert.
Wow.
on
Hey,
the
what?
third.
That
A
duel
little
goes
bit of
the
damage
other
has
way?
been done,
That's
though.
a done
Financially,
round.
G2 should be in good straits
It
to
still
see if
might
they can win
be
the round,
on.
and that's far from a guarantee. A clean snap out from Trent to get things to a 1v2. Nature trying to isolate the gunfight. 42 HP left. They're both going to hit him at just the right
Oh,
time.
nice try on the
Trent gets
eco
the
again.
third, G2
They're at
continue
least
to
keeping the
roll.
economy low.
Superman finding it.
Though it's
such
4,
an
it
insane
is
timing on
it
that
is
play.
4-0, but like
Making it
they're
costly
close
for
to
G2.
forcing them to an eco if they
But
manage to get
G2
one of
so
these
good with
rounds.
these trades right now.
Yeah. Again, the discipline that they play so well together. And, again, I want to go back to the conversation we were having with Valen last week about how they have to grind through some of this stuff. And ultimately, in his opinion, it makes the team better. They're
Yeah.
better bonded. They're more cohesive in their attempts. And you saw some of that there.
The Omen op. I love it.
Another
Nivera.
slow-paced round from G2.
The Nivera
Meanwhile, on the
special.
side of EG, you've got an op in the hands of Superman. Don't know if there's going to be a challenge early on. This G2 seemed to be focused on establishing some control across the middle of the map.
Recon that goes through the roof to here? Maybe?
Bot looking to grab this aggro line. Cam spots him. They know that Omen is opting on B now. What is the reaction from G2? Looks like they're going to work up mid. Very smart.
Yeah, it
Nature
goes
has a
deep
fault
middle.
line here, but he's really kind of on his own.
Through
You've got
Boba to
Superman
back
who's
of
joining the
Boba
fray.
to
Oh,
split.
that's an op up
Hey,
close.
that's pretty sick. And
That's
then you
not the
ult
right
on top
weapon
of
in
it.
that
This is a
situation.
nice
You see
round
Leaf
from
try to stab the
G2.
back and create some space. He
It's a
cannot.
really nice round.
Ultimately
Recon
falling,
over
but
towards
G2 still have
him,
numbers
lock
advantage. The side
vision,
is
split
entirely
in.
open.
You get information on
So
this
clean
line.
from G2.
Yeah, that's a really
Leaf going
nice
up on
round.
the box,
Spike planted.
making Superman have to look at multiple different angles with that op. Almost securing the trade, and the Sova ult coming in as well on contact. Just to seal the deal.
Yeah,
Fatal invested here. I don't know
and
if I
and
agree with this,
Omen
Doug.
ult.
Yeah, it's not going to tag anyone.
Omen ult makes them question that
But
they
they
could be
follow
behind.
the carpet that has been laid. Derek looking for any target he can find. The dart has been cleared out. No ults on the side of G2 to have to worry about here. That they're gonna have to
Fade.
get
Oh,
through the
didn't hit
defenses that
anyone,
post
so they
up.
knew that they could get over
So far,
towards
they've
site
done just
fast.
that.
And
Legendary
this
Pete can be the hero once
comes
more.
down to
Derek's
another
got it to
1v2, and
half
Jonah
that
P
ball.
is
It's gonna be
popping them.
Jonah P with 3. G2
Yeah,
gets
this is a
5.
sick strat from G2. Really nice rounds. I like this. This is
Not
brand new.
missing a beat. Bringing on his momentum from his last series. He was the MVP of that game. And he's looking great right now. honestly, G2 as a whole.
Not investing the fade ult there.
looking really
It's
on
just the
point.
fact
Yeah,
that
really clean.
they need a round. It's a 3v4 that they need to win a round. It at
And that
least
Sova ult coming
hit
out.
no one, so they realized that they could go far. But it gave them a little bit. Just more the fact that G2 are just playing against the no vision block really well. Like, I really liked how G2 played this, especially the strat itself, but the fact that when they kill the Omen in terms of the vision block, they realize that they can just heavy stack over towards B main. They don't need to play on the site, they don't need to give them any duels. They can kind of just pressure the other team to actually tap the spikes so that you can use the number
And
advantage.
you're down, what, 0-5?
Yeah.
Well, a
That's
double
good
number
reason
advantage because it's 4v2 when
to take a
someone's
break for
defusing.
just a moment and try to settle things. Meanwhile, on the side of G2, I think, again, there were a lot of questions about how they performed last time we saw them on stage and how it was maybe a little rocky. And yeah, Kesnet was a man possessed.
So I think I'm starting to, at least when I look at this map, when I'm looking over towards B, it looks like B is very hard to hold in an after plan if the defenders have a smoke up.
Their whole game plan right now is to bait out that breach utility.
That's pretty much where I'm at. If they have vision block, then it's so hard to play over towards B side.
Good reaction. They see that the
But when they don't, you can just heavy stack B main and it's pretty much fine.
It's great, but really
So
good
I think
ults
a
up
lot
here
of the
for
time,
EG.
Omen normally is the better one at anchoring
So on
over
issue,
towards
you've got
B.
3
Also
stingers
good
light
at setting
armor on
someone up
4.
over towards A, but I think you have to always play retake. But E2 did a good thing where you kind of split and that Omen can't get out of there
Wanting them to be a
and is
little bit more
forced to duel.
I wonder if he's gonna
What do I
try to
think
find
about the
a
no
late timing
Sentinels
for
some
mid,
teams have
like
been
we saw a
running?
couple
I
rounds
think it
ago.
looks
There's
like a
the
nightmare to
paranoia, and
play.
Aapoch is going very
It really
aggressive.
does.
The nade over the top. You've got the breach utility
I think I
that's
would rather do no duelist than
throwing a
no
ball over the
Sentinel on
place.
this
Now
from
you
what
have
I've
to
watched.
consider as well.
That was a great counter flash from Valen to deny that aggro.
Yeah, they're getting
And there it
getting
is.
picked
G2
apart a
aware
little
that
bit.
Derek likes to play this elbow area. I think he's played it almost every
I think
round so
too.
far.
Yeah, even going all the way back to the pistol.
Great punish.
Getting a really good read on the situation now. Leaf is the only one who's kind of lagging back while EG are sending.
And Leaf
all
has
of their
gone into a
members
really nice position
through
here
mid.
as well.
And how often do you
And
see
and all he has to do is
Solo
once
Raze
this
holding the
trip
work?
gets broken,
Usually the
then he
Razes
can
are the
start going
entries, but
behind.
Yeah, they're the ones on site.
This is unpredictable right here.
And the trip is going to give things away.
Yeah, and
He
he's gonna
doesn't
have
know
great
yet, but
timing on
Leaf
this.
should get a gorgeous timing on this.
And
Oh.
I wonder if G2 is doing this on purpose. They want him to hunt for these
He
kills. because
decides to
he's
get back
already close
towards
the
middle. They
first
has no
stopper.
idea that
right?
they
It's
actually
only
had
3
really good
points
timing
away.
and pushed behind him.
He might not
That's
get
funny.
the opportunity, though. It might end up being Ned who's going to have
Unlucky.
to deal with the 3-man pressure waiting on the other side of this wall. There's the trip. The first falls to flat.
That's ridiculous.
Not a ton
Well,
of time
they
here.
get a
Nature's
little
gonna
gun
upgrade a
upgrade.
weapon.
Nature is 1 away from his
Another
ult
round
into
for
the
G2.
next round,
I
and we
mean,
get
the
like the
snowball just
third
keeps
5v
rolling, man.
for
And when in doubt,
EG.
spray it out, you know?
And let's see.
Full blind there. He's holding mouse one is net.
Let's see what they decide to do.
If
The
I was
op
G2,
comes
I would've
in
loved to get an
again.
orb on Lee for Trent, who
Omen.
would've had his Viper ult up for this
Sure.
round. Still good.
Imagine they did that same
mean-
imagine they did that same strat again
And the second one.
and just trapped the Omen off.
I don't know how he gets away with that.
There it is.
Similar setup from EG
6
as well.
rounds in a row for G2.
What are we doing?
An opportunity perhaps for Evil Geniuses to stifle some of that now.
This
Off
is-
in the
I mean,
hands of
this is
Superman
it.
once more.
Right. Op comes out full
And as
buy.
mentioned in the
3
previous
heavy
round, Trey,
armors. They got
some good ults to work with.
they got some ults. They got
This
no
wall
ults
just
to worry
counters
about
any
until Trent
early
gets a
eye
kill.
here.
Yeah, a little bit more aggression here though. With the Rays being here, they are gonna fight this. Joggo
Oh,
getting
I like
first
that as
contact.
well. You see like the little
getting the
small
first
tech
kill,
of
but
just
G2
smoke down
instantly
fast so we
respond.
can clear this angle.
the trades.
And then
Nature has to take
Then
a
we
step
put-
back.
then we
You
put
got
the wall
Superman
down.
who's joined, commits the ult. Remember, he's the one who has the op. As Nature's trying to dance around blind and deaf and not able to hear a thing, having to deal with the nade at his feet.
Man, G2
and then
are
having to deal
nice
with
on
Lee
this
too.
map.
Not
I'm
gonna
liking it.
connect. The shot from Superman is clean though, and he gets away. With the rocket at his feet, somehow stays alive.
Jonah
but
P is
even through
8 to
those
1.
heroics, EG find themselves outnumbered and outgunned yet again.
And that's just so tough for Superman there. Knows he has to get another kill to even the players out. He gets punished for it. Jonah P never gonna miss those shots.
Party now.
Not when he's this dialed in.
Nah, surely not.
I mean, the start to
I mean, they had
season
one
is
last
bad,
year, right?
Ridiculous.
On
They're gonna
Pal.
pick up the op,
And
though,
then
get
they
away.
bounce
Buffalo
back.
carry it into the next round.
Could be
G2
nice
gets
having
a
the bounce
7,
back in your first game.
And it really just feels like
Reach
they're
the
doing
lowest
whatever
low
they
in your
want on
first
this
game
map.
instead of having to wait a little bit.
And again, punishing that A aggression from EG. And to be fair, EG they have to take control of something when you have this breach comp.
Yeah, for sure.
You pick this
cannot
map?
just stay
G2.
stagnant. So I like what they're trying to do. It's just the execution is just not there at the moment. Could be from nerves, could be from, honestly, G2 just being on point right now.
Yeah, G2
Trying
are
to
on
prove
point right now.
something.
There's no doubt about that.
And they've made quite the statement early on. You see some of that early aggression that you were just talking about, and there's an attempt. You saw Nature's fault line there. Tried
a little
to,
late.
Yeah, it was just a second late. So the ideas are there, as you were just mentioning, Dre. It's execution. It feels like that's what's lacking. See what they're able to do here. Suman has the op once more.
They
Maybe
decide
this
to go
could be
aggro on
early
this.
start
Wait,
here. He's gonna get
wait,
aggressive.
what?
Is he gonna rocket?
Oh, okay, nade
Nice little set
fast
play, but
then.
Look at G2.
Okay, they
They're
kind
all in
of
spawn.
min-maxed
I mean,
this
they
a little
freaking
bit to
read
get
it.
the
They're
nade off
so
here as
aware.
well.
They had
Push them into the
They
corner.
had the suck. They had the rocket. They had everything.
Yeah, and they
there.
lost a lot of map
5
control.
people, and they
Now what?
haven't left T-spawn.
Oh.
What is that angle from Superman?
Wait, that's an
Where is he?
angle?
I did not even know you could see spawn from here.
That's insane. I had no idea about that. Force them
Okay.
back and then
Even
have
he
the
was
off
confused.
up
Where'd
here.
that
That's
shot
really
come
cool.
I think we all were.
Cheeky little set play.
So the op finding some value. It was off of the early aggression. I'd love
Two
to see that
pass and
set play
push
one more time
down.
because
Omen
it seemed
up
like there were a lot of
at
layers
the
to it.
top,
It looked like
raise
there was
goes
so
down.
fine. Yeah, the raise
You know
rocket, the
that
suck,
they're gonna
everything was there.
reactively force back off the instant.
And then allow
That's really
Superman to
sick.
reposition. And
You know they're gonna
mentioned it at
insta
the
run
beginning,
back
it
once you
felt
pop
like
the
G2 was
insta
prepared.
razor.
They were playing back in spawn. They knew something was
You're pretty
afoot,
much
and
guaranteeing you get
still
something
finds
for the
us in a
razor.
3v3.
Even though it is
so
a 3 and
crazy
3.
that EG had an extra layer on top of that. They knew that there was that they're pushing the enemy team all the way back into spawn, and then they have Superman posted up on that top box.
And
I can
Apop's
see
playing
deep
well
in the
though.
spawn when they
Holds
back
over
up.
towards B main.
It was
He
really
just
sick
needs
to watch
to
that. And they're
tuck
working with
in.
that.
The fact that he pops his cages.
Apot is in a really good position.
Pre-
Remember,
did
he's
they
just
break a
got
trip?
stinger.
Oh
From that
boy, okay.
distance, well, never mind.
Well.
The distance works.
First time they've had an advantage,
Oh,
by the
does
way.
he commit? He does.
2v3.
Just Net and Jonah P on their own. Jonah P with ult, but really not in a position to do anything with it. 3 HP as he's been battered, he's been beaten, but he's now the last one standing.
Okay, nicely done.
EG
A round on the board,
find
and
themselves on
Desp
the board.
is. Yeah. It was always gonna happen, Desp. I'm sorry.
Here we go. EG gonna be hype after winning that round.
It took a lot. I really hope we get to see that set piece again.
Yeah, I really want to see this angle from Superman on their top box because that really set up the end of the round there.
Oh, 1000%.
Look at this angle, man. Oh, we didn't get to see it, but that was sick.
Unlucky.
There it is. Hype coming out from the EG squad. Jogamo smiling. That's dangerous for G2.
There's still a
When you
long
see that
Okay,
man
recon
smiling,
that goes
Yeah, there's
towards
a
the
long
back
road to
of
recovery here,
sight,
though.
and we
Still
need
down 6
to, in
rounds.
terms of
We
EG,
got a ton of money on the side of
a
G2.
bit of loss bonus on this would not be the
Couple of
one.
key ults online.
It's a nice.
Got a lot of things at their disposal.
They got some good Sova stuff.
if I'm G2 right here, I'm just trying to get that bomb
There's a
down,
few
get the
teams that
Viper
run
all
Sova.
down.
Maybe they can steal some
Whatever
of
it
the
takes,
stuff
I
that we've
can
seen
invest my
already.
soul
At least
into
2
this.
recons that would be worth taking.
A little aggressive out from Leaf, trying to punish on the tag.
What a weird ult, because you know he's now
Across the map,
trapped.
Besting Derek again, and that opens up the entire map. All info gathered now.
And then they heavy focus,
leaving
3
the lurk
people
here.
trying to take this guy down,
might know,
and they
though.
just walk into A.
Yeah, he
They
was
do
done.
take him down. They're pretty
Just
far
let
though, and they
nowhere
have to
go.
get through a Viper ult.
Meanwhile, again, on
It's
the
a
other
good
side of the
plant
map,
for both the
the pit has
sides.
been invested, the spike has been
Got
planted.
a
Nature
camera in
does
here
have
as
her
well
own
to get
thunder.
info. It's a hard retake. They
Valens
got
in a good
breach ult.
spot to potentially hit a late
We got to
flank.
keep an
Gonna
eye
have to
on
do a hip-hop
Valen.
strip.
There is a trip in middle. He has his
But for now, you
TP.
imagine
Okay.
EG, given
Scrap all
how
of that. He's
dry
going
this
back to
hatch has
join
been
him.
for them, are going to invest everything they can to make it happen. The satchel straight into the pit. Jogamo looking to find the prize. Targeted, no. Trent stunned, gets him back. Nature on the trade though. 3v1 now. Net's going to have to do it on his own. He's gotten it down to a 1v1. The cage.
His repositioning's pretty good
Net,
here.
calm, collected, but Apop
Time.
is sticking in the whole way. Stops, gets the half. He had it the whole
Oh,
time.
he had that, I think.
Oh, but stops.
I think he definitely had that one.
Net's so happy he won the 1v1. He didn't even run out of the bomb range.
I mean, he had the defuse. Had he stuck it, they win the
Yeah.
round.
And I think that's just a little bit first match nerves. coming
Yeah, it
from the
might be
rookie.
for sure.
Surely we get a replay of that one. Evo Geniuses calls the timeout, and that's going to give us a chance to take a look at this once more.
Yeah,
this
stick
was
it
really
there.
nice.
Nah, he could have got
A
half
drone
got.
tag,
He could have got the
remember, was
half
trying to
got
get away
kill.
out towards
Like it would have
market.
been fine to get the
And
kill,
Leaf went
stick
out
it
to
after.
punish, who's
But
just greedy
what
with an op on the
the?
other side.
Wait, that shot
This
was
is nuts.
outrageous.
Trent with the pit finding it. And Apoth, man, to have that back.
Close though.
He was
Most
so
close.
close. So close on that defuse. And again, I think this is really just nerves from the side of EG. I think they're overthinking. You know, Apoth had it down to right.
Oh, it's so savage for them. 3 people were sitting around like
Those
2,100,
last 2 seconds,
2,000.
It feels like an eternity.
It's tough. He heard.
Wait,
hears
Des,
him
is
running
that
out
actually
the
a thing?
entire time. It's tough, but he had no time. He had to stick it. Honestly, it was a great trade onto Trent in that Viper ult.
Yeah, it
who
was.
got unstunned.
Yep.
He could have gotten 3 there easily. So you see it. EG.
Yeah,
is playing
Savage
together.
money
They are trying.
means
things,
they
but
have to go
just not
judge.
coming out on top in these clutch
Wait.
moments.
You're gonna double judge. Judge this round, judge
And
next.
Superman on this op. He's actually been hitting some nice shots.
Yeah, he has. He's back on the judge now, though.
Dude is
Not gonna be
Dude is
effective here.
going
Perhaps something
judge
aggressive.
up
You can see
only.
him playing
I'm a-
very
I'm a
close
fan.
On the barrier, the smoke to cross. Forget about crossing. He's just gonna go in.
And this is so oppressive.
Are they expecting it?
It's so good, bro. It's so good. I love it.
Spam on the other side
Yeah.
ends up being his
So
demise.
nice.
Beautiful from Supa.
I have the spike.
And man, I think I've seen this guy do this play about like
Yeah,
10
it's
times in
nice
scrimmage
on
and
the
has never
smokes on the
failed.
stairs
been
are
on the
nice
receiving
as
end
well.
of it.
Like
I
it's
was
so much
on
harder
the
for them to
receiving
kind
end
of
of it, I can
pre-aim on
confirm,
that.
and it was not
And then
fun.
he's just crouching as well,
It's
so
never
it's
fun getting
even
killed by the
lower.
judge.
No.
And then the third through the smoke,
Yeah,
Yeah, the
is
third
just
kill
bad.
was
at
the
that
third
point,
kill was
you know,
outrageous. To be
that
fair,
feels
shouldn't be
bad.
getting that one.
rubbing dirt on the wound. See if they can bring this back though. A 2v5 would be insane.
They still don't have money,
They've got the guns
and
for it.
like the people that are dead kind of really want to get
They're
these
deep
guns as well.
behind enemy lines.
Means
Apoth
keep an
this
eye
time
on a
he's
lot
gonna
of
find
hits.
everything he can want. The fault line there to drop Jonah P. Net once again left against the world. The dink onto Apoth,
Uh-oh.
looking for more. A judge.
Lovely. Double
And that's all
upgrade.
it takes.
1,
EG
2,
punchback.
Guardian,
Nice.
with a gun, Vandal. Nice.
Nice.
Chance to
And
get
if
4.
I'm EG right now, every round matters.
Chance
It
to
doesn't
get
matter
4.
if you're getting blown out.
The
Oh,
hero
you're doing
judge
as
by
many as you
Peso.
can, just to have something going into the next map. And they're not out of this by any means, don't get me wrong. But it does look like that G2 is just on another level. Mechanically,
Nice, let's go there.
strategically
Let's go.
at the moment.
That's the round.
I like that. I like the energy that I'm hearing from EG.
Yeah, feeling a little loose.
And they adjusted to 1 and B main control, and he's not
On the
wrong.
mid aggro.
Was this an
Sneaks into
eco?
here, Doug.
I mean, Apoth is close
No.
by
Wait.
as well, but they aren't really in a position where
Dude,
they can
imagine
help each
Trent
other.
won that duel.
Meanwhile, Derek is finding success. You know,
Oh.
he's been picked on a couple of
Wait,
times
what?
back there. Superman's finding 2. You mentioned that any round is a good one for Evil Geniuses. This seems like another one.
Superman is just a land animal.
Gotta
I got to
watch
see
out
the
for
pleasure of
Net.
this guy
Yeah,
playing
Net is
in
taking.
international lands all over the world. China,
Kill
Brazil,
Heron and ult
on
would be
my team.
tempting.
I know what this guy can bring to the
Yeah.
table, and he's stepping up big for his team right now. That veteran experience.
We'll see if Net and Jonah P can do anything to respond.
And they're
It's
not
all
going to
into
expect
Jonah
this
P
guy
now.
here.
Remember
So he
the
gets
heroics,
another,
remember
but
the
Spike
massive
is down
moments
middle.
he's had
But they
so
saw the
far.
Spike drop when they got the
Potentially
kills,
makings of
but
another one,
they're
but
not
he
going to
doesn't
know that
realize
he
they're
hasn't picked this one
challenging.
up.
Oh, he heard the jump. He knows they're there. But Derek shuts him down.
That did have some
Yeah, too
legs for
sharp.
sure as well. Okay, last rounds, they're potentially going to get 4, and we have seen this map
Ults coming online
like
for
look
EG.
attack-sided,
4
so
ults.
Leaf 1
Freeze,
away,
rocket,
so maybe
fade
they want to get like A control, get this
Omen
orb,
TP
B
for the
control
quick
potentially
rotate.
as well. And 4 ults to maybe
Here's the replay.
get him a
Superman.
4th.
Oh, wow.
Perfect timing on that swing.
Yeah.
One enemy remaining.
That's the Superman we want to see.
Nice.
That's the Superman Evil Geniuses need. Doesn't have to be pretty,
Another
as long
set
as it
piece.
works.
Yeah.
Fade
Take a
ult
look at
go.
that.
Wow, double
Aggressive
Prowler.
early, 2 Prowlers used to try to push
What
them off of that A
the-
main control.
Are they going aggro to
Nobody
try
on
get
B
it
at
killed
all.
to use
No,
the
but I think the
to
thing
use
is,
the
PG did a
Cypher
really
ult
good
as
job
well?
of concealing
Fade
how
ult
many
goes
people
in,
were
they
part of
push
that
them in, they
early
kind of
crash
force them
because
over
they're still
towards B.
thinking
They
there's
have a
somebody
camera
on B.
to
That's
late
why they
retake.
invested the showstopper. That's why they're a bit timid and rolling out onto the site to begin with.
I liked
What
it
kind
though.
of
A
close
lot
fight
of
do we see
lot
here?
of
We
pressure
have been
from
seeing
A,
Future
but
playing
actually
out
we
quite a
walk
bit.
one down
He's
middle as
playing
well
in
to
the lane.
potentially
Yeah,
get
he
anyone
gets spotted out
funneling
here,
out
though.
this way. This would have been
EG still
another round
have
where
some
actually
smoke.
the
He
TP
still
up
have
towards the
Dogma's
box might have got some people
Right
running
on
away.
Q has been
Does he
used.
check
Leaf's
left?
tucked. Leaf's tucked.
Oh,
but he's got
oh
into
god,
the
Leaf's gonna
smoke.
feel so bad when that guy
How
gets a
are they gonna
kill.
get away with? Doesn't sound like the rocket found any value, but Dogma continues to push.
When he gets 2 kills.
Fallon on the
Oh no, Leaf's gonna be feeling bad for that one. Nicely done for Jogamo.
But winning back-to-back rounds here. And Jogamo really heating up. That's the job we know from last year.
4 of them?
That's the champion. The spray down.
Dude, him getting into that smoke. You think about it, if he gets popped by Leaf at the very beginning, he doesn't get those 3 kills. And it's an entirely different situation. It does not sound like we're going to get to look at that one more time. We're actually going to throw it down to Sideshow, who's hanging out at the Telestrator to break down a little something.
Oh, what's he go first?
Thank
Recon
you very
round?
much, Doug. Yeah, this half was kind of defined by a bit of a comeback towards the end there from EG, but also a lot of mistakes at the beginning. So I want to break this one down. It's the round 3 force, and we're taking a look from EG's perspective as Derek tries to hold on to elbow control. And I feel like the beginning rounds, whether it was due to nerves or whether it was due to inexperience, had a lot of moments like this. Derek doesn't anticipate how quickly he's going to get pushed there, and you see Leaf just swing around the corner straight into his face as he's trying to get a seize online. Not anticipating the pace of G2. Let's move over onto round 5. Again, rifles online. This is insanely important this round. It has so much momentum
this
in
was
the
a cool
series.
round.
If you've seen what happened just there,
This is my favorite
the
round for
trip
sure.
got broken. And again, this is from EG's perspective. They can't see all of the minimap, and so it falls on some of these players to go back and take a look over towards mid. And the protocol is really, really slow. I'll wind it back just so that you can see that trip. Trip gets broken, and immediately they're a bit slow, bit tentative. It's the Omen that goes to clear it. Well,
Yeah, but the
there's
recon
way too many
pushes-
people in their face
the
there.
recon pushes
This
him
is the eco
forwards.
round that they tried to run as well.
You
This
see
trap
how he
play
doesn't want to
where
get
they've got
scanned,
the
so he
Paranoid
runs
coming
forward to
through,
the
a stun
angle
coming through as well.
into 2
Apoth trying to
people.
run onto
Dude,
it and
that
see if he
strat
can make
is
the play
legit,
happen.
man.
And you see how far he's got to run.
It works
to try to
even
make
better
that
because he
play
had an
work.
op, to be fair, but
Overall, EG had a little bit of, I think, nerves and inexperience at the start of this game that were leading to multiple moments where they gave away cheap kills to G2 at the start of rounds. The more that they can tighten that up, the more that they can actually work on making sure that the gaps aren't given away right at the start, they'll have better approaches in these rounds and they'll be able to go toe-to-toe with them. You already saw that towards the end of the half where they were able to pick up, 4 rounds apart from the one where Superman gets a ridiculous kill with the operator earlier on. So that's my focus coming into the next, is those early round fights. I'll send you back over to Doug and Baby Bay.
Many thanks to the mustachioed menace that is Sideshow. Really, he hit all the major points. I think he put it together really well. EG winning 4 of the last 5 rounds to close out the half, keeping this thing competitive because it had all of the makings of getting out of hand.
Yeah. This pistol round's so important. Already leaning towards this A. A little bit of mid control though.
I don't think that dart tagged anyone.
yeah,
There
where
was a
the hell
dart
did
that
this
hit
dart
back
go?
A
Were they
main.
all covered by
About
the
3
smoke?
members of EGR, and I don't think it tagged anyone because of that one way.
Yeah, I think they used the one way against
Yeah,
them
a
there.
little bit of false info.
And with
should
that
give
info,
EG
they
a
kind of
lot of
descended
room to
over
work with
towards
A.
A.
And it does look like it.
Yeah, they don't want to properly book it
second-guessing
because obviously they're
themselves.
playing against a
Now's the time they
Cypher,
need
so
to
they need
take-
to be scared of most likely these
Unaware
common
of what's
trips.
waiting on the other side. Meanwhile, it seems like a fight is afoot across mid. Leaf
Honestly,
closing the
I think
door,
Derek would take
understanding,
that.
but at least somebody close by. They're putting so much respect into the middle of the map. You got Valen, who's waiting almost by spawn. And you're right, I don't know what it was that EG saw or felt or read, but there's enough hesitation and enough doubt to where they could be very well missing this window they had.
So slow.
Yeah, and they're going to find this trip.
Derek
And we have a
purposely showing
full
his position
sight.
in mid
When
to
Flash
keep people
goes
there.
in and they're like, okay, well,
And it
now we
looks
can
like
get a
it's gonna
good
be
plant.
Post plant versus retake.
They decide to, I
5v5.
was going to say, they can get a better
How
plant
much
than what they
value
went
can
for,
Derek
yeah.
get in this mid flank?
That much. A 2K.
Couldn't ask for more.
Yeah, answering a question at just the right time. He's being
He
surrounded.
did
a bit
great,
overwhelmed.
though.
He's
Look how
trying to
much
clean some
damage he
up.
did. 2 kills,
did good
takes one
damage.
down to half.
Net sitting at 55 HP. Trent armor
Yeah, it
gone.
might be the pistol.
One shot headshot range for anybody with a ghost.
Superman, who's had the hot
Has a
hand,
smoke, doesn't want to
is
use
gonna
it
be the
too
first
far
they have
ahead.
to
His
deal
mate
with.
can maybe spam.
Paranoia, and then the smoke
Nature.
nature from over the
Oh my
top.
god,
It's
his
a
mate
two of his own,
spammed and
Valen
got
left
2.
alone.
Gets smoked off and just knows that he
Time's
can
of
at
the
least
essence.
bait
It's not
for
on
the
his
teammate
side.
that
He's
is
gonna have to
close.
make move if he
And he
wants to
just
pull this
spams
thing
and he
off.
gets
Dancing
2.
around the fault line.
Yeah, lovely pistol from him in the end.
Spam from Apoth.
They
Just like that, we
definitely
got a game on our hands, Doug.
did the most perfect
They're
thing
keeping it
against what the
close,
setup
man.
was.
Again, 4 of the last 5 to close out the half. The pistol, all of a sudden, that 0-7 lead
Yep.
that G2 had at the beginning feels like a distant memory.
Nice shots from Derek heating up.
Yeah, really good shots.
What are those through the smoke?
Yeah,
Just
look at him,
spamming
man.
Into CT.
Time
Nature
for a
got
break.
2. Yeah. Potter hype now. What kind of anti-eco are we going to see into this round?
Wait,
Are
are
we
they
gonna see
doing a
some aggro
similar,
mid? Are they going to wait for
similar
for
eco?
aggression from G2?
We had
Similar
our
in
fair
terms
share
of 4
thrifties
people stacking
yesterday.
over towards
I
B?
don't
They
know what
might
it
just
is
be
with
walk
teams
pushing
that
this.
just
We have
stack
2
really
people that can
deep
react
or
once the trip gets
anti-ecos on this
broken.
defense side.
Does seem to happen a fair amount. That's exactly what's going on here.
Did they
She
just
looks
take the
away,
orb when
though.
they heard
Are
it?
gonna
I think
dodge
so.
into here or just
Hey,
hold off a contact?
They're just waiting.
Oh,
Imagine there's a pop
no,
on
he
the
goes
outside of the
he
trip.
goes to pull out a smoke.
Superman, not
Nice
phased.
recovery. Stun at least would have got people if they full wide swung as well, so the
This
stun
is
was
not
fine.
the player you want warming up against you.
Enemy
No.
remaining.
No, not when he's had the last couple of
Damn.
rounds. He's had
We
a
got
flawless
one
round for
armor
EG.
rebuy. That was very nice. Almost got a
Superman.
little bit scary. Not for the round, but some actual
17
like
and 10.
deaths in terms of the omen timing.
I mean, to be fair, they
Jogamo
are
gets
just eco kills,
mate,
right? Like,
give
he's
me this
supposed to win
round.
those gunfights,
What's
sure.
happening with this Bucky?
But the momentum that gives you as a player,
Yeah.
A raise and a
like, if I'm getting
Bucky.
those 3 kills, I'm feeling good going into every single round after
1,000%.
this.
Yeah, 1,000%.
And I can take over at that point, so.
Straight
A
up B
Bucky
hit.
for
They're gonna get
Jogamo.
lucky that the Cypher's not here
We're
as well,
playing
even though
lucky.
they might just use the nades to break the
What is
potential
the
trip
plan
that they
here?
think
A
is
heavy
gonna be
stack
here.
towards B. I mean, everyone is here.
Okay, I take it that's where the most
Very
common
slow
recon is
play.
gonna go.
First 2 rounds now. EG going
Bro,
for the
look at
E-pop
this
on
Bucky
bonus
skin,
round.
man.
Changing
That-
the pace. It's the fastest round they've had
These
so
skins
far.
are so weird, man. The airplane ones.
Such a good job at dissuading some of the early aggression. Leaf there to clean up A-Pot. You've got the dart back sight to confirm that players are out.
It's a nice sight
But
hit
they're
though.
really patient
Um,
with this. There's the Bucky.
Yeah, he
Not
tunnel.
able to find anything.
They've really
Keeps
tunnel
him back.
visioned on this.
Jogamo and Superman.
I think there was an
Enough to
extra.
slow
I think there was an extra breach flash that maybe I missed. But he at least heard the drone in the corner and just tunnel vision for it. It is just a low bite. It's so fun to take some risks.
Out from G2, not giving him any ones, not swinging out recklessly.
And this is Trent.
Well, at
just
least they're all on
yelling
the
in
same page. I
comms.
mean,
I'm behind. Just wait.
Superman really just TP'd out into
Can't
the
dare
open.
Find anything else?
Look at this discipline.
It's so impressive. Not an inch being moved.
Very nicely done.
That's exactly the right play.
Yeah, they would have
Fundamentals.
wanted a little bit more damage than
That's what
this.
G2 was talking about. So Valen was saying in his interview. Just because we are a core for such a long time and we already have fundamentals doesn't mean that we're going to shy away from finding new ones. And I honestly like the aggression from EG.
Oh, 1,000%.
But the utility was just not there in time.
Contact.
Or it
Are
wasn't
you
correct.
stupid?
I saw a breach flash come out, but
Bro, this-
by that time, Superman and Jaw were already dead.
It's too little, too late.
Another 5-man here. Opting to take fast
And they
elbow
want to go
control satchels.
fast. Flash goes in,
Paranoia on
one
the
satchel
left
used.
side.
I go side
Right,
as
a little
well.
bit pacey that
And then we
way.
get breach close with full util. He used one flash over
4
towards the
people
right
already
as
here
well, I
from
think.
the likes of G2.
And
They
then,
could
okay,
get
so
the
it's
first
just close to
pressure
get info, try and
net
bait out
either, so that's something
reaction.
they're
We
gonna
get
have
the
to deal
orb
with.
on,
The drone re-clearing elbow.
I want to say Derek.
It's going to be a little bit of confidence for Trent.
All
least throw
people
a
here,
little
are they
shoulder.
gonna...
I like
They have
that G2
Omen
wasn't
Flash.
scared to take the space after the utility, even though they're aware that EG could
Oh,
be
there.
hiding.
They're going for it. Omen Flash.
And there's the Omen Flash.
Oh, and they're going to swing out behind it. They're going to catch him. Yeah, Superman's done.
That's fine, because then, yeah,
Very
the
nicely
good
timed, but the
reaction.
problem is they had no control
Great
across the middle of
reaction.
the map. So
Numbers
APOC
get
is in
called,
their
and this guy's
spawn.
just going to sin spawn, and these other 2 probably just need to relax.
A-pop is serious
Wait,
lurk
what
time.
is...
There's no way they know. They can't know.
Oh my gosh, there's a world.
Can Leaf and Jonah P do it? They're
They
so
saw the Sova
separated
util,
right
so
now.
they know that
And
someone's
there's
around
really
here.
no way for Jonah P to get out. He's left on an island. Reinforcements are as far away as they could possibly be. But as the time ticks away, the reinforcements get closer
30
and closer
seconds
to
left.
arriving. Unaware of where he could be, he finds value onto the first, waiting for the silence onto a second, and it's clean.
Down A.
Derek in a clutch situation.
Hey,
I don't
what?
know where he is.
The element of surprise on his side. Jonah P's gonna get
But
cleaned
that's
up.
kind of fine, because that was the low HP.
13
Got
seconds left.
10
The spike's
seconds
not
to
in
find
hand.
out where this guy is.
He's
It's
gonna
good
get
fade
onto
up.
this. He's gonna
But
have
what
to
do
do
you...
it quickly.
Leaf swings?
Does the Red Bull
10
clutch for
seconds
EG.
spike down. You're about to get hit by a fatal.
That is all.
That was a
A-pop taking that
bold
mid-control, as
maneuver.
you said. Finding the window.
He was trying to swing before the ult hit him, thinking that the guy was going to be knifed out, trying to get the spike.
And what looked like disaster.
Was he too busy
for EG.
celebrating to
They
plant
ended up
as
bringing
well?
it back.
What is going?
That pre-fire from Jonah P was sick, but
Clutch.
Derek just closing out the clutch. And all momentum
That's my
has
fucking
been shifted. Oh,
Plant, bro.
Something there.
Plant. It definitely could have been
It was
played
a
better
cold
from Leaf.
response, too. You gotta
I think he's
remember,
gonna. That was like
Derek
instant regret.
Made his name on clutch moments just like
Then
that.
again, if we
And it
get
was
the
something
kill,
that,
we're
quite
going,
frankly,
man,
was
what a
lacking
genius.
the
Like
last time we saw
if
him
this
on
guy
stage.
literally
So
has his knife
it's
out
good to
running
see
for
him
the
get
spike
back
itself,
into
we're
those
like,
big
damn, what a
moments and be able to
genius.
execute on
So
them.
we also got to give
Still find himself down 2 rounds,
Derek
though.
props.
For G2, they've got a
Wait, did
stinger
that
in the hands of
boombot
Leaf,
clear the
but
back as
Rifles,
well? That's
other than
nice.
that,
If that's
EG have gotten
intentional.
onto A. A-Pop
Nice
dead.
push over towards here as well. Leaf has his ult, so they can
smart from
fast
G2
retake if
though.
they want to.
Fully
The rough
clear.
thing for EG at the moment is they don't
They're
have
not letting
too
APOP get
many
those
ults.
shenanigans up mid again.
And I mean, they're really
That's a
far
pretty
away from
fast
ults.
adaptation to be made.
They still haven't committed to the plant.
Wow.
It's still in hand. Leaf is causing just enough delay with the ult. Ultimately, it was Valen who cleans it up.
Oh,
They find
the
Valen they're looking
recon.
for. Spike sits harmlessly on the
Yeah,
side.
nice retake from
Superman
them.
cannot convert.
Nicely done from Leaf.
with 3
Good
and G2
recon as
gets
well.
a 10.
That was a very heads-up play from G2. Clearing out APOP in mid. They don't want to deal with that mid shenanigan. And then going for the fast retake this time with Rocket. And Leaf having a great performance right now.
I think you see it here, how much chaos and how much pressure Leaf was able to apply just by his presence. I mean, just the fact that they had the ult, right? He could not commit, Jogmo could not
In the
commit. to
fade
getting
out
the spike
rounds,
down.
how would he
It
been able
bought
to play
just enough
time? I mean, it was
for
10
them to
seconds.
flood out, as you
I mean,
just
you still
mentioned. Now
hold
EG
for the push,
with
obviously,
a
because
less than
you've
stellar
been fade
body
outed, so
movement.
you're minus 80.
Well, not
But
for breach ult though, and it looks
You
like
can at least,
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
they will be picking this up. Maybe
talking about 1v1s
as
is
the hit
too
coming through
hindsight. I
after the
probably
breach
should have
itself
just left it.
to have breach ult for the post plant. Free sight again in the airplane Bucky in full effect.
Remember, he's tried this already. Previously, it was with Superman TPing forward with him. This time does not.
Doesn't
have
check
that
the score
by his
now.
side. Net
Boss
patient
man.
with it. The Bucky once again
Yeah,
goes
nicely
down
done
with
from
the
Net
limper.
to staying pure silent on this
They
one.
invest the Rolling
They
Thunder.
invest the
They're
all
gonna
into
push
this. Guys, it's a 3v.
The Singer's great nature gets
Oh my God.
His own utility upgrades the weapon and punishes the third. But Trent on the counter. Nature now left alone.
It actually looked really doable. The 3v5, they invested breach ult.
20 HP.
Yes, no, man, is this going to pop him?
Classic.
He can bounce?
Over him. He's gonna find the
Oh,
timing.
oh,
Can
oh,
Nature get
no.
away with murder?
Airplane Bucky.
The knife is out, and that's the wrong
nicely
weapon
done on
there.
this one. Holy, I actually think the 3v5 was close, the breach ult. I like the additional damage on top that gets anyone on the left side.
And what a great push from EG. I was confused too. I'm like, oh, we're in a 3v5.
Yeah,
3v4.
same.
We're committing this all.
It made a little bit more sense once this guy over towards market had the pretty good timing.
He was so far up, the swing was great.
I mean,
And
look
honestly,
at
man,
that. That's
those
how
are,
they
as you know,
lost.
those are decisions that you make on the fly.
Yep.
That's not a set piece. That's not something you drill. That's all right. We're pushing. Go
Yeah,
now.
and it's costly
worked
as
out
well.
great.
I
It's
like
really
seeing that
costly
from a
with the
rookie
ult
in the league as
invested.
well.
Yeah, me too.
APOP being that confident,
then
that
now,
alpha to actually just run through, no
We're up
fear,
against this.
and create plays like that.
But ultimately, even that was not enough. G2 with the 4-round lead. They have 4.
There goes one of them. They decide to go fast over towards side again. Using the same util they used before, just without the Omen Flash. Speaking of an Omen Flash,
There this time.
guys,
Dogma's there to greet. Jonah P invests
Okay.
in the ult. Might get a kill on a Superman.
Nicely
It
done.
does.
How does he find Superman?
Valen does not say, but they've drawn out the Roomba. They've drawn
what
out
is
the
this
nade.
round?
And for now, that's what they're going to have to settle with. APOP once again.
I'm
he's been
enjoying
nice.
the pressure that
how far
APOP's
up
been
he is.
making though. Like the 4-1 defaults with him
reactive
being able to
again.
take timing, he's
Very
taking great
patient with the
timings.
First, not able to convert onto the second. Shot goes just a bit wide. But Jonah P with the
Dude, look at where he is. These guys on side don't need to do anything.
You can deal with APOP and his late
They'll
lurk.
take the
He does
one.
get one. That's 3 on the round for him.
That's a huge kill.
Yeah, and now Now it's a
2v2
weird
now,
round.
And I feel like we find ourselves
'Cause
in this position a lot on Sunset, where members are just scattered across
it's
the
a shame
map.
because Cypher kind of
APOP
wants him
falls,
to
Net was
plant,
just
but then
waiting,
if you
patient with
try
it.
and
He knew it
let
was
him
inevitable.
plant, and then he gets like
Very
just
smart.
rushed or 1v1'd on the site, and then
Very
it runs
smart.
over.
There's been a lot of talk about Nature and the
I do think
potential that he
the
has.
mistake for me there is the
Big
two people
moment
taking
here.
a site here, where in my opinion the
Can he pull
Cypher
this
needs to
thing
make
off?
the
The
next
1v2,
move.
He's got a fault line to play with 25 armor, no other utility to his
But
name.
it's such a weird
What he does have,
situation
though, is the
that
benefit of time. The spike has been taken away for a few moments now.
sometimes you gotta let people play.
He knows now, Doug.
I mean, he's got to know. That's got to be enough for G2 to go aggressive with it. Net is at least got to get half. The spam drops. There's the fault line on the swing, but Trent went a little bit aggressive. He's going to stick it!
Oh,
my gosh,
nice from
Nature's
Nature.
aggressive for EG!
Yeah, and Honestly,
So
Trent
many
here
players
just
on
feels
this
like he's
EG
safe around the
roster have
corner.
this
Really
clutch
good.
potential.
Really well
That
played.
was so close to the defuse.
IGL.
Great heads-up awareness to spam the first guy.
And I think, again, there was so much time that had been burned that Trent really had no option there but to go to try to stick it. And when you've got the fault line, you've got the swing, I mean, the cards were set there, and Trent didn't have a good hand.
And it makes you think. First guy that got on the bomb, he could have defused from safety, but he
Yeah,
didn't.
potentially, yeah. Jogmo
is
continuing to cause problems.
The great stun. Oh man, the nade on top.
And nade.
Those
Oh,
two
man.
may be in trouble.
Oh.
Nade
Leaf
enough
tugging
though.
takes a little bit of damage.
Yes, just like a whoa.
He's
Teammates
actually
getting
away with
involved.
a lot here.
Wait,
I
that
don't know if
might
they
bait
invest
them
anything
in.
else to clear him. Meanwhile, Apop
Does he check
with
this
the
for Jonah
rocket.
P? Yes, he
Or,
does.
excuse me, Jogmo
Do
on
they
Jonah
expect
P.
this guy
Leaf.
inside when the molly was there? Yep. Ooh, kinda not really.
It looked like he cleared it for a moment. You're right. Now Net and Leaf left to try to pick up the pieces.
He
as
was
Leaf
just doing it for the
surrounded.
sake of doing it.
Now Net on his own, just the sheriff.
I can't really
Snap on
blame
his
him
air
next.
is
That
clean.
molly looked like it spread to that
That's
guy.
the first step of many to go, though.
Apoth has touched their spawn, I think.
Every single round.
Like every round that he hasn't died early.
Yeah, Apoth is, I'm telling you, Apoth is
Three
doing
on the round
bits.
from him. You imagine a timeout maybe coming here soon, because they have not been able to deal with the constant pressure that Apoth has been able to apply.
Getting a little bit
And you
close,
can
and this is
see,
their big
like,
buy
G2's
round. They did this
actively
eco
trying to
for
stop
this, and yeah.
this early
That's
A
that.
pressure, but
Yeah.
when you're running this comp against the breach comp, it's just so hard to win that battle. The breach util, fade util is just too strong paired with that raise when you're taking early space.
Oh, it's smothering.
Limits the places that you can play.
And a timeout has been called. See if they can figure out how do they deal with Apoth. How did they deal with the oppressive utility that comes from the fade, that comes from the breach?
And I think if I'm the coach of G2 right now, I'm telling his team, I'm like, listen, what worked was securing mid control, making sure it's all clear. Apoth doesn't get that timing in mid, and then going into the retake. Seems like they already veered off of that. Did it great on the eco round.
Yeah, they did.
Close game from what seemed like it was gonna be an absolute stomping for the
How do I
side
feel
of
about
G2.
Gen G going
bro,
to
that
Madrid?
7-0 start is
I
a
mean,
distant memory.
they look kind of scary. They're for
So
sure.
insane.
They're for sure so far from what we've seen, apart
What are
from
the
maybe like
adjustments
the
on the other
second
side of this
Chinese
timeout?
team
G2
that goes
still
through.
have a lead,
I imagine
but it
what
feels
people
like
are
they've
going to
been
rate
white-knuckling their
like
way through these last
at the
couple
bottom.
rounds, just trying
But
to
I
hang
think
on as
like
desperately as
upset
they can
potential
to
is
close this map
doable.
out.
Feel a little bit bad for T1 because I
think they need to
probably
play more off these trips.
would rate T1 above them from what I've seen,
Play a
but
little bit more of the retake on the actual site. Don't die
sometimes
early. Don't
you
try to
get
fight for
Paper
that
X in a
ace
single
phase.
limb and
You're
they
losing
show
the fight
new
almost every
stuff.
single time.
that is a
Jogmo's already gotten high ground.
devastating thing.
Early flash. And the satchel across. They're going to find a little bit of space elbow.
Love this spot from Valen. A nice passive angle here
But I also think Gen G will win some maps
You could
tomorrow
easily
against
choose a
Paper
kill.
X.
onto this lane.
Like it might
It's
actually be a
challenge,
3-2 tomorrow in the final.
Here's the adaptation from
Final's
G2.
gonna be
Take
weird
the B
tomorrow.
main space. Push all the way up.
If I'm in that final,
Secure the info.
kind of don't want to show too
Almost
much.
has to be like a blanket they're trolling across the site to make sure they've dealt with the late lurk.
I don't think the
There was a
champ points are
slight
worth
pause,
too
but
much.
EG now pushing their way out onto the site.
If you're a
Smart
top team
reaction
anyway,
from
you should be
EG.
getting in the
They
top
saw
3
Roomba.
at the end.
They're so patient with this. Nature's
They
gonna have
are
the
hard to
Rolling
get
Thunder
those,
online, which
so-
is going to be massive in the post plant now. Valen not able to find a kill, a little bit of spam through the smoke. Has to
Having the
get
champ points
position up.
does mean you can
Oh,
take the
this is
like your foot
perfect.
off the pedal a little
That's
bit,
gonna push them all back.
especially if you
I
do good
don't
in
think
stage
you caught
1.
Net, though.
Only got one.
And there's really no way for them to follow up on that. So it's not even about taking the fight to them. It's about just buying time. And that's exactly what they've done. You start to see the utility now flood over the side as Jogma somehow gets to. But Net on the trade as Leaf pushes forward, tucked into the smoke. Superman against the world.
Yeah,
Trying
look
to
at
get
these
a second.
smokes.
Jogmo there too.
Yeah,
Valen
this
left by
smoke
himself, and it's
from
not gonna be enough.
Superman is,
What a post plant.
yeah, that stopped
And like you said,
everything.
understanding that breach ult didn't connect on all the players, just using it for the stall, forcing the
That's-
clock
that's
to
a
go
nightmare.
down,
That's
making
really
G2
cool.
have to push through
But
these,
most teams
these
are gonna
site
be
smokes
doing that, I
Superman
think.
is putting up
That's
while he's on top
better
of
than
that default
smoking
box.
here, right? Because you don't have the
Such
safety
a
of
hard
this.
retake against that comp.
Then you don't take the angles at the same time,
And great reaction.
and you still block the vision of this duel.
Understanding that G2 pushed B main.
Yeah,
Okay, we
people
can
are
take A
people are
space now.
all
If anyone's there,
people
there'll
are
be one
all
guy
stealing
max,
that
right? One or
smoke.
two people
I see a
max,
lot of
right?
people smoking
Nobody's
this
there.
in
We know it's
after plant.
retake. Let's set
That
up.
is for sure 100% better.
Another light buy for G2. You see the financial implications of how these last couple of rounds have gone.
And this stun is so brutal. It stuns all of lane and elbow.
It's gonna hit.
Look at this.
Yeah, this is just a classic
the
default when you want to
camera
push them back
contact,
towards
yeah.
A. I'm a big fan of this camera, so I think this
You can
camera is really
actually see
good,
the
especially
corner
when
without
you
being
tag
seen
the
by the
person over
camera, though.
towards here, because you can
Let's see if
actually
Apop is
like
aware
get a
here.
punish off it. Yeah, and this guy's trying to bait
Stun is
them
still
out.
out.
G2 feeling smart on this one.
Well,
It
he
feels
asked for
like
it.
he knows they're there.
Stun will not be coming out anymore.
He's trying to play games to see if they swing.
Meanwhile, there's a dog that just went out market, catching onto the first.
Yeah, they even asked for.
and
That's
the
not
Yeah,
all
they're
for
ready
all
for a
talk about.
flash.
You're absolutely right.
Leafs chill on this one.
I mean,
It's
this
showstopper online now.
setup has been cooking for a long time. There's so many people there. Does he get
No
away with the
way.
second? How on earth
Another?
has Leaf done that?
Hey, dude, Nature's getting some.
Nature with an excellent response.
Another timing through mid. And this is a huge gap that EG has been abusing.
I
Wait,
mean, they've been
is
making
it
this
timing?
area the map.
Whoa.
Dink onto net.
Oh.
They just don't have the guns to respond.
The boys 2v5.
This mid area is just
I mean, it's EG's.
so crazy for
They've,
EG.
they've made it their own.
Doesn't want to
Can
pick up
Val
gun.
pull this off?
Doesn't
It's
want
not
to
an
let him know
ability
that he
to
has a
upgrade
pretty good timing on this one.
Just has a stinger here. Does not seem to
Has
be
a
interested
flash.
in any other
It's good.
paranoia.
What a flash.
It's gonna hit both. He's gonna find it both. He gets
remaining.
8.
the first. He has to switch weapons. Right click, not connecting. Buying
3.
Some time, nothing but 3 bullet tries.
Yeah, and the bullets is one here for
Derek with a massive round and we're
Derek
tied at 11.
and Nature. 2v5 to put us to 11-11. It was a low buy, but still.
And like I said,
2v5
their
nonetheless.
reactions from EG are
Impressive.
just clinical. They know that they're not holding mid. They're finding all these timings, even with this early first blood from Leaf. And what seemed like a misclick from Superman. Excuse me. I'm
Y'all are
cool with him
cool
like
like
that. I'm cool with him like that. Yeah. Pulled out his flash on accident.
Yeah.
He did not mean to do that.
The first name basis.
And they still win the round. Heroics right now from the side of EG.
And it looks like there's a timeout for
2
dramatic
timeouts
effect
in the
case
space
there
of
wasn't enough already.
3 rounds, right? Did they do it at?
And
Did they do it at
Josh
9?
Definitely grilling his team right now. What are you guys doing? We were up 7-0. I'm sure he's not saying that, but
Yeah, it's an
trying
insane
to keep them in it.
comeback.
You guys are so close to winning these rounds. Just close it out. Play together.
We talked about this a little bit yesterday, but it does feel like the last couple of rounds are the hardest. Right, closing out a map, when you have a big lead, all of a sudden it evaporates. You're feeling the pressure, like where have we gone wrong? Imagine that's what a lot of that conversation is right now.
Especially when you're losing 2v3s where you're up numbers.
Yeah.
You really get in your head
Ex-teammates,
in
yeah,
those
they were in
moments.
phase together, right?
And it feels bad when you lose them because you're thinking in your head the whole time, I should have won that round.
Yeah, we
this
should
game
win
would have
that.
been over already.
Yep.
All those thoughts going through your mind. And
a lot-
look at the scoreboard for the side of EG. Everyone equal.
This guy
What was
can't
once
buy
the
as well,
Superman
so
show,
next
he's
round
only
could
got
be
one
good.
kill since that 3K on the bonus round. The anti-eco.
Frags by
What
committee for
is
Evil
the
Geniuses.
plan
They
for
find
G2?
themselves tied up after the disastrous
Late,
start.
late punish over towards A instead
in a
of
fight
fighting it
now.
early.
Derek
They
has
stayed
his
back
ult,
just in
Apop
case
does
something
too.
goes aggro. Recon
think what
goes
you're
in
gonna
to get
see here is
info. They
Trying
know
to
with
set
the
up
camera
Apop,
so
get a
it's
lurk
well.
kill.
You don't know it's
Again,
only
get
Cypher.
that
They know
Cypher all
Cypher's here
down.
at least.
Yeah.
Drone goes in.
And
Cypher's.
then hit a sight together as a
Apop's
unit.
doing work,
This
man.
Breach comp's so good at that. So good at setting different players up for kills.
Yeah,
Off the fault
and
lines, off
they
the flashes.
They might have owned this
Derek has an
G2.
ult in this B
One
split.
one person can now
I mean,
hold
he can
this.
be a
Rotate
bully
can
if
come
the
in.
utility is used
EG
well.
have a sweet spot where they can hit, but it needs to be in the, like the
I know,
next
but the setup was
15,
there,
10
right? The dog,
seconds.
if it latches, there's a swing, there's
Oh,
the fall
Fado
line.
goes
It's
over
so
towards B main. They
impressive.
clear that so the B main
They
guys can
invest in
speed
that
up.
fall. Doesn't tag onto anyone though.
Lot of
Wait,
info
this
gathered
is-
from that fade ult.
Yeah, that hurts.
This is
that dated
this is
feet.
it, right? The
Leaves
thing
a
is they
word
have
for
to
word,
hold on to
58
market because the
HP,
off
no
point
armor
over
left.
towards B is pretty bad, especially
Really
when the
important here for
especially when
EG to
Valent's still alive with the
maintain this
vision
market
block.
control.
Speaking of Valent, he has an
This is so
Omen flash.
impressive
Omen flash
And really
nade.
important here for G2 to
retake.
win this round. They don't have a ton of money.
There goes the Omen
They've
flash.
kinda
It's the
gotta
guy over towards
convert
market.
here.
Great utility from G2.
Derek, the first to fall. There's the paranoia coming out from Superman.
Net
as he tries to
has
scale
been
up.
waiting
Net, who
for
has
this.
not moved
No.
an
Whoa.
inch,
Oh my.
is rewarded for his patience.
Yeah, nicely done.
G2
This
just
was a
wiped
good
before with
retake from
AG there.
G2,
Apop's
just
left
methodical,
alone.
right?
And you know he's
Kind of
on
like when you
flank
look over
somewhere.
towards Split,
That's
where you're
gonna
just
give him
taking like
enough
a little bit of
confidence to
ramp and then
triple
you go
face, hold the defuse,
hold somewhere
G2
else.
Get to map point.
Huge round win there.
Yeah, this was
And
nice.
that all
Market
came off
first,
of Leaf
priority.
and Valen on that
Pinched in.
retake.
Omen Flash was incredible.
Giacomo, so he couldn't support Derek in the market. Omen Flash comes out onto the market.
Okay, one
guy.
chance to close this.
Easy kills.
And considering how far
Easy,
they were
easy
up,
kills for
I
them.
didn't think we were
Look at
saying
this
that.
retake. Didn't even see the guy.
It was a very nice methodical retake. You gotta say, you gotta shout out
Actually,
Net
you're right,
as
he
well.
didn't move an
They keep
inch
getting kills
that
from this
entire
corner.
round. He sat in that corner, held it down.
With the nade in his lab.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can
Logic,
G2
it's
put EG away
it's
here?
twice now in
They
impactful
finally
rounds.
break some of the bleeding. Jonah P has his ult online, and it seems like a very similar
Yeah,
look
EG have
defensively to
two
what we saw
ults,
in the
but
previous round.
it's not the
And you
best.
see the
Cypher and an
adaptations, no
Omen,
early
like you
A
can't
fight
plan. Well, you can plan stuff
from
around
the
the
side
Omen.
of G2.
Yeah,
Cypher, obviously, you gotta get that kill.
not really interesting.
Insta hit in, and I think this is smart because they have been walking over towards the site, but it's
And it's
just
open once more.
have
Nets
they
in the
fought
exact
ahead in
same
terms of
position
where they have to play in
as
the
we saw
after
the
plan.
previous round.
A lot of utility used here on this site hit. For the
Like, what
likes
is-
of
what
EG.
is the
Only
plan
one
here?
flash left, I believe.
They finally cleared that corner.
More for him to go. Surely Nate gets
Net
it.
still gets the kill.
And gets the kill.
Leaf takes a bit of
Cypher
team
coming out
damage.
here.
They killed the vision
4v3
block.
in
They
favor
could
of
go
EG,
to
and
B
the
main
Spike
heavy
can
if
play
they
it
want
too.
now.
They can take a slight step back. The onus
No
is gonna be
Omen?
on G2
Yeah,
to
I think they're on
reestablish
for it.
control. If they
G2
can.
need a hero player.
Now funneling out, now trying to take some of the space. Two spits for Trent.
What a
Leaf
shot.
has already fallen. Derek once again answering the call for EG. Jogama on the swing. No, it's Trent with the filthy flick. Magnetic.
Great Molly.
And they
did it land?
Wow, it didn't split. It didn't bend it to the back.
Leaving Jonah P by himself.
Yeah, and I
A
love
1v3
this
would be a
wraparound from
miracle
Apof as well.
time so
Apof just
short,
secured
he
this
gets
one.
onto the first,
And
but
really
it's
nice, I tell you what, really nice from EG. They get the two kills. They realized that they killed the smoker in terms of vision block. Viper most likely won't have his
And what we
His
thought
smoke here,
was
and they
nerves
can
in the
just-
beginning of the game.
they can just play
That's
three
completely
people
blown
heavy over
over.
towards here. One goes all the way
EG
around
full
to
steam
secure it as
ahead.
well.
What a comeback.
Yeah, this was great.
Such a sick match so far.
It's just map one.
I think a lot of people out there were kind of counting EG out.
Yeah.
They didn't really understand who's Apoth, you know? How good is Supa? Now they truly get to see why they're on this stage.
Let's go.
And the IGL getting hype. Love that from nature.
They're feeling it.
Okay, EG now on defense, G2 on attack.
They're feeling it here. First round of overtime. G2 on the attacking side. No early space taken from EG other than Jogamo, who's flirting with a little bit of it.
Yeah, this
But no
see,
challenge
this
given.
whole
G2 seeming
this
like they
whole
wanna take
setup
some
really
space mid.
disrupts the whole we're gonna take A and hold one here.
Down.
And that's why they decide
Jogamo.
to push with it. They break the trip. Jogamo almost went down. They invest the C's as well.
Anytime there's any
And they
fight
insta
whatsoever,
split once
a
they
fault
see the
line is
breach
there.
util. They see
Absolutely.
two people
Great
here.
reaction from G2 here.
So they know that two
Understanding
people are
there is
over
no fault
towards
lineup
B.
for this market fight.
Omen
The
Flash
Omen Flash
misses.
misses though, and it doesn't matter, Doug.
Apop does not.
Apof
Took a
is
little bit of damage, but
Apof is great.
walks away with the gunfight win, and now a momentary calmness settles over the map.
Okay, a lot is on
Very
Derek.
deep in this corner.
Do they
He can get one. He's good. He might be able to get.
They try.
Okay.
Great trade.
He still gets his net 10 HP left.
Revealing area.
And once again, the round is thrown into disarray as you're seeing fights across the
Apof
multiple
for the
areas
kill
of the
here.
map. Jonah P.
Apof should trade that.
challenging
Nice.
Superman and getting away with it. But
Ah, this kid's too good, man. I've seen enough.
Valen
This team's gonna be
left
great.
alone, 10 HP, has the spike in hand.
NHP.
Talk about being there for your teammate, huh?
Apop has just been nuts these last couple of rounds, man.
Superman delaying that fight.
Can't
for
believe
as
he
long
gets
as
an
could.
extra ding.
Apop getting 3
Can't believe he
for
gets
that.
an extra kill, let alone
10
an
HP
extra
for
ding.
Valen here.
Oh,
Oh,
somehow manages to dodge the damage, gets the timing
Oh.
on Jogmo. 1 kill left. Battle of the IGLs. The mine's going toe to toe. Nature's gotten it to half. He's
Damn.
gonna stick it the whole way.
damn.
IGL versus IGL.
Yeah, he sticks against a 10
Nature
HP.
Sticks it.
Sticks against a 10
No mind
HP.
games.
Match
He's
point.
not playing those games of Valen.
Yeah,
no.
love this.
Ice in his veins.
You look
believe
real
he got
dumb
away
if a
with
10
that.
HP kills you and you're trying to stick.
And
So
what great play from Apop being there. Look at this
I
timing.
massively respect that, bro. Look at this.
Enemy remaining.
They're
this-
just in time to get the trade. Gets a dink onto Valen as well. He easily could have gotten a collat there.
Energy, thank you so much. Thank you
Look
for
at
the
this
prime.
guy. Rookie game, rookie year, first land, 20
They
and
want to
18.
go fast with this.
on
Or
Cypher,
I say fast.
nevertheless.
This is still their fast
Not
side
too
control.
shabby. EG have the lead for the first time all map. And maybe not a moment too soon. There's a one
Man,
round away from taking
they
a 1-0
invest
series lead.
so
Could be
much
their
into that.
debut on this stage.
Like every single time they. Ooh, I didn't even notice the
Look
op
at
was out.
G2. Leaf with
Yeah,
the
and
over with the op.
Apoth also hasn't had to worry about that the whole game, so it's a nice change up from Leaf to bring this one out.
Done with this map yet?
Very good
KP.
adaptations from G2. Getting the off posted on that
KP,
market
thank
line
you so much for the
to
prime, mate.
deal with any lurk in mid. Whether that be
Appreciate
Derek
you,
or
welcome in.
Apoth, who's been mainly there.
Notorious as well with the prime.
Playing
Primers
in
are
front
here.
of his
Thank you
smoke
so much,
this time,
man.
Not playing full retake.
Yep.
3v5
Those
and they
overtime
decide to
plays
go
are
aggro.
there. Great adaptations that they make.
3 seconds on fault line.
But we got 3 of the clutch gods right now playing together. And this, look at this flash off the tap. It's so clean.
It's hit them all,
Player standing.
but it's still not enough.
Planted.
Maybe
Would
he
have
was
to be the
able pull
clip
off
of
that
of his
1v1
life.
before, but a 1v4?
This is very hard.
This is borderline
A
impossible.
Notorious, man. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for the prime. Thank you for the kind words.
Potentially the makings of a miracle, but it's not even really playing.
Yeah,
in a
okay, I see
position
that.
he can do much
Alright, let's
with.
go again on this one. Shout out to Leaf. I thought this was a nice decision to get the op out. Hasn't been yeah, it hasn't been used until now. They didn't have to worry about how they were peeking corners at all.
Switching sides.
And that's why he's called the professor, Doug.
Overtime.
Is he?
Fox 25 as well
Did
with
you
the
just
prime.
make that up?
Thank you so much as well, mate. Welcome
so,
in.
man.
A lot of new subs today.
Schooling these kids in the
Appreciate
server,
you
we've
all.
seen it. All from this first blood. Later. That's a huge kill.
Oh, it's massive.
Yeah, it
That's the
really
first
is.
time we've seen Leaf off on this map as well in this series.
To bust that out in OT
Perfect timing.
is just
Look at
bold.
Superman with a judge. Oh, no.
He's
We've seen this before.
doing the
Remember his 3
Redgar.
kills he got.
He's
Almost
doing
in
the
this
Redgar.
exact same place with the
Berlin
judge.
And he wasn't
2020.
crucial. He's not
Can't even
smoking
remember
it
what
this
year that
time on
was.
purpose.
2021.
There's no way that nobody would expect that. You
He
wouldn't
wants
expect them
them.
here.
Yeah,
Yep.
he wants them
Bind.
to walk in. Let's see though.
Buys a
G2
judge on overtime.
Still decide to use utility to clear this close left corner.
He's an absolute lunatic.
Oh, and this is
Patient with
Oh my
it.
God.
Crosshair there. And the shell
He gets the smoke out.
He's got a TP, or is he gonna stay and take the
How's
fight?
he still alive?
Tries to get out, and he does so just in the
Damn.
nick of time. 30 HP, and he gets away with murder.
isn't that crazy?
Meanwhile, when that was going on, Apoth died over towards mid.
And that's why EG picked up Superman on this Omen roll. So aggressive. So sneaky. He gets out.
Dude, most players, they get out after their first. He stays, somehow gets away.
Fade Eye goes towards A while the utils down clears everything
Now
as
he's
well.
done it.
Looks like EG overthinking it a little bit here.
Yeah, because
More info
the
on the A
boom
side
bot
of the
didn't
map.
hit. So they
Or
wanna.
anywhere on the map,
Man, and
really.
he has to
G2
retake
for
now with a
noise.
judge. He at least
Yeah, this
has
Viper util,
his
this is-
flash to
30 seconds.
enable
This is why
Jorgamo.
Viper is chosen by
Jorgamo needs
G2.
to make
They will
sure
feint
he doesn't
This
overextend
A
it.
pressure with that wall and
Because the Omen flash can actually get him a lot of kills.
But Jogamo not falling for it.
Early
See the
fault line.
spit come out. The flick onto Ned is gorgeous.
Nate goes in. Where's that
You got
flash?
the drive, they're gonna have to try to deal with Jogamo satcheling back 70 HP.
Where's that
Jonah P waiting
flash?
on the other
There it is.
side of the pillar as he continues to swing out. Continues
Yeah,
to
and
take
there it
the
is, and they
fight.
just carry on running
EG
forwards.
take the
Lovely
lead back.
util. Man, he buys a judge in overtime.
From start to finish.
My kind of guy.
Match point.
G2 missing
Such
their
a
timing
stupid
there.
gun. You
Waiting
can
a
buy
little
it
bit
in
too long.
overtime when you have like the
Nature
guy
will get
literally
his
has
fault line back up
1,000 like
and
600
rotate
credits
there in
left or
time
something
to be
stupid.
safe.
Well, and Jogamo never left either. It was,
Yeah,
it was
what a
perfect.
shot. And when he's doing stuff
Yeah,
like
that
this
was a
with
really nice
satchels,
shot.
you
This
know
util
he's
was
on
good as well.
point.
He literally hit both with the Omen flash. Like Jorgamo definitely deserves a shout out as well.
That
His
util, man.
aim was good.
Oh, oh,
Y'all heard nothing. All right, he didn't say anything.
let's flip and go.
Yeah, it's a
Dude,
family-friendly
Pacific
show
have been doing that all day.
Love the
All
excitement.
day.
Love the energy from this EG squad.
And you can feel the tension of the moment as they enter what is now going to be potentially the last round of this double OT affair so far. Both teams have called a timeout.
Yeah.
So we have a few moments.
I
to
like
kind of break
that they're
down how
being a
we've
little
got
bit
to this
looser with it.
point.
I'm not gonna lie.
For EG, I was talking to Derek
But,
before the
I'm
show
not sure how long
started,
it
and
lasts.
I was honest with him. I was like, man, I'm not gonna lie
They
to
won't
you.
get fined for that.
There are a lot of
You won't get
people
fined
who
for
are saying
replays.
this EG roster is better than people realize.
Yep.
He kind of smirked a little bit and goes, I mean, we'll see. They look good.
They are good. Great fundamental
Extra,
play,
dude. Some of
Potter
I'm telling you that
putting in
the Pacific
systems
games today were
required for them to
insane.
do great, setting them up for success.
They were
Players
massively
just
giving
having
it.
to apply it. And they look like brothers out there. They look very comfortable with each other. Looks like everyone's having a good time. They all have the same mindset. And a lot of pressure on G2 because, I mean, they are supposed to be the favorites in this series.
Genji better than T1. I would love to
Sure.
see the
It is
matchup.
really tough to say when you haven't seen a team on the stage. right?
It's one of those where
You
it
can
looks
guess
like some of them are
what
better
VG
on,
paper.
might happen.
like I think it would be
on
map
paper.
dependent.
Yeah, I
Like
would
they look
agree.
really closely
You know,
matched.
I will say too, as we think about G2 and kind of their DNA going all the way back, you know, this core that has been together for a long time, the wins that they put together are usually a little messy and a little scrappy, and they have to earn them. And you know, again,
Quick thoughts
Valen
on
was
the
talking
Paper
about
X
this
comps today.
last week during
The
during
split
his interview.
should be a one and
That's what kind
done.
of makes up
Should
this
be.
team.
We'll
That's
see.
what adds a little bit of grit
The
to
Ascent
them.
is legit. The Ascent is legit.
Resilience.
Yeah, we'll see if they can navigate this well.
So intense. What a game. Double OT already. But EG in the driver's seat. Another op up.
You
from
never
Leaf.
know
Let's
with Paper
see.
X, man. They can make anything
was
work
aware
just because
this
their
time.
players are
Remember,
they're
he was
just
the one who
insanely
controlled the middle
talented,
of the
and,
map
and
in the
honestly they
previous
do
round, or
they
the
do
previous
have
round,
good
yeah.
thought into
The
it. It's
op
not just like
was
mindless.
able to apply some
Like
of
they
that pressure,
have,
take care of
even though they spent a
Leave
week
those
doing it, they
APOPs.
have some pretty good protocols. Okay,
what's
EG's
so
chance to
insane to me?
to actually close this one out.
Is that EG has done this A default, I think.
Lindsay,
almost every
thank you
single
so
round
much.
besides, like, bonus
10
round.
as well. Thank you, Lindsay. Chat, you know what to do. You need to
It's
get
not
some
broken,
kind of
don't
slug
fix it,
spam
I
going for
guess.
Lindsay. Appreciate the gifted. Thank you for doing that. What the? What is that?
What an entry from top.
This guy's, I
awareness.
mean, it's a pre-fire. It's
read
a
right
straight
into
up
that,
pre-fire. Lindsay, thank you so
And
much.
they
I do
had no
appreciate
idea
you.
He was there. That was purely reactionary.
He read
Again,
right
if you got
into that.
gifted, please say
Understanding
thank you as
somebody
well.
else broke that dog. There could be a guy there.
What an opener for EG.
I
Can
mean,
G2
yeah,
respond?
what a way to do it. Bilgamo
Still a
also
bit
picked up the
separated.
orb.
3 members A, though.
One away.
And they're only
Keep an
getting
eye on
closer
APOF. He's
together.
about to go
That
middle
kill
and
allows
probably
APOF
find
to
the
start
trip.
his shenanigans in mid
Yeah.
again.
And that's why you see Nets so far back. Look at his positioning.
He's waiting for the top.
But
mid.
I mean,
You've
he's
got
been doing
Cam
this
Market,
every
the
single
trip is
time.
cleared.
Yeah, nicely done. And that's just awareness of
Is that enough
Cypher's
to
here. You might as well
elicit a
shoot it anyway.
response? Getting so much info here. He's just a human drone at this point.
Bro,
I
he
mean,
just knows
APOF
where he knows where
is
everything
taking
is, though. He's
away
just sussed it
every
all
single
out.
layer to this passive defense that they had. They clear the
30
trip, they
seconds
clear
left.
the cam, and they call the rotate over.
Didn't
to
even miss a bullet
But
on it.
G2's hot to
Olak
trot
as
on
well.
it
Thank you for doing that, mate.
It's just Ned
Appreciate
who's
the
here
bits.
so far, but reinforcements are not too distant.
Close
Can
his
he
door,
hold the
has a
line by
cage,
himself?
can hold
One
on
way to
towards
spam
market.
through.
It's all about
Suffering,
if they can
not
kill
gonna
Valen.
connect on it as APOF tries to get the first. He does. They've
I mean,
seen him help
it's-
the line bound and Joe Napeel.
Yeah, there we go. Last kill on that one as well. Nicely done. What a comeback. Chat, they were 7-1 down.
13 on their debut.
7-1 down.
What a game. What a
I mean, 7-0 down if we're going from the worst it was.
G2's map pick as well.